Y'all, it's your girl Dr. Nina, and I'm so excited to be back. Yes, I've taken some time for some rest and relaxation with friends and family, as well as my husband. Yes, I did enter into marriage in December, and God has been so good. I'm so excited, and I'm so happy for all the love and support you've sent. Today's video isn't about that. It is about transformation by way of weight loss, and your girl knows a thing or two about it because over 16 years ago, I lost over 100 pounds, have kept it off, and while it was hard, it doesn't have to be complicated. So today I'm gonna give you my top tips on how to lose weight naturally and make that process easier for your journey. And I'm not Jesus from Galilee, still not working any miracles, but we can make it realistic and simplistic. Make sure you shop my Amazon store at the links down below for all items that I mentioned, and go ahead and join my free text community. Yep, that's gonna let you know this year when I go live or have those free master classes, or when I'm over on Amazon, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Y'all need to go ahead and join me. But also, I'm not gonna ask you for much, but click like on this video. It don't cost you nothing, but it keeps my face in your algorithm, and it also keeps you in the know on new content that I post. Let's get into this video. Now, I know we can all be a little bit extra, including me. What? But moderation is key. Now, over my 16 years of keeping this weight off, I've learned that I can eat from all the major food groups, including sugar, and still lose weight. I balance and live my life through the eat this sometimes, but eat this other times. Now, hear me out. Every now and again, I love my wonderful Quest low carb chips. They're amazing. However, sometimes your girl get a real tooth for real Doritos and Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So I allow myself a treat or two in moderation. My diet did not need to be all or nothing. Whenever my diet was all or nothing, whenever I got within 2 feet of food that I actually wanted or craved all the time, I ended up stuffing myself like a turkey or inhaling the food as I breathed. Now click like if you can relate to that. I have more control over my junk eating than I ever have whenever I give myself variety in my diet. Intermittent fasting has been one of the best ways for me to simplify my life and my nutrition. I like to keep stuff simple, but have you ever tried Googling fasting? Way too much information. Now, you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I knew all that there was to know about maintaining healthy habits as well as healthy nutrition and fitness. But I've been learning more, and I've been learning it through the app DoFasting. Now, that might sound familiar. Last year I introduced y'all to them, and they've been really helping me with my intermittent fasting, staying on track and understanding it even more. It's a game-changing app with worldwide known intermittent fasting methods with guidance, all in the palm of your hand with the easy-to-use app. It's like a personal assistant with the easiest methods for intermittent fasting, and I'm happy to say that they're sponsoring today's video. What I love is that it contains the daily motivation and guidance that you need in order to stay on track. But what I also love is that there's articles that support the information that it gives you so that it can break it down even more so you can understand it. And get this, it's created by professional nutritionists. Yes, to the professionals, y'all. It even includes different dietary needs such as ketogenic, vegan, gluten-free, and more. There's also these simple at-home workouts where you don't even need equipment in order to get into them. An easy way for you to do something and not have excuses this year. There's more than 5,000 recipes and an active online community. They share experiences and help to bust myths on ways to get through this whole fitness thing. They have helped me to learn so much, helped me to keep my weight in line before the wedding and now for whatever life brings. I am loving the motivation and even all the reminders I get. DoFasting is currently offering up to 75% off of all of their fasting plans. With my code BabyDol10, the first 500 people can get an extra 10% off their first subscription. So click the link and start your fasting journey. Find it down below. Now, with intermittent fasting, as you learn with the DoFasting app, there's so many different ways to get it done. And with my knowledge of it, I still like to make sure that I'm clear on the types of protocols that are out there, including the 16-8 method, the stop, eat, stop method, the 5-2 or alternate day eating method, and there's others. Now, your girl is big on the 16-8 method, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. Now, I'm not saying I'm eating for the whole 8 hours either. I usually start my day off with exercise and movement on a fasted stomach, meaning that I don't eat anything before exercising. I break my fast around 12 to 2 p.m. I may even have water, tea, or coffee with added nutrients before then if I need a kickstart in my day. I also take my vitamins and nutrients within my hours of eating blocks just so that I can make sure that I'm curbing my hunger. I work in whole foods, vegetables, greens, any protein smoothies, and a whole lot of nutrients. I like to eat from the rainbow, and I like to try different things as much as possible. I end all eating between 8 and 10 p.m. On average, I have about 1,500 to 1,600 calories a day. The 80-20 rule doesn't have to just apply to your dating choices. You can apply it to your fitness journey as well. Look, years ago when I first started losing weight, I got a little bobbleheadish, malnourished, and a little too skinny for my liking. I was being way too restrictive. When I did the 80-20, I learned that 80% of my diet could be very healthy, or what I consider to be healthy. And then 20% could give me a little bit more leeway without me considering the full health aspect of the foods that I was having. That kept me sane. For example, if you have 4 meals a day, let's say maybe 3 meals and a snack in a day, maybe you can allow yourself or rotate one of those meals and have something that's a little less than healthy in your book daily. Or maybe weekly, you could have a day where you don't consider any of the health aspects. Of course, you're not going way out of control, but you're going to have things that you don't necessarily have access to all the time. What I learned is that my results don't come from being restrictive. They come from staying consistent, staying the course, and also making this a lifestyle change. Have some fun. I keep in mind that the smallest changes make the biggest differences over time. Now, I know we all want them quick results. I ain't no different. I've been there too. However, I used to get super pissed when I would step on the scale every day and I wasn't meeting my weight loss goals. But you can't get on there every day. I had to back away from the scale because I was getting mad, like quitting every day. But I had to learn to maybe come back every 2 weeks or every month instead of stressing yourself out. Hear me out. Here's a little secret. If you lose 0.1 pounds a day, that doesn't even add up to a full pound per week. But get this, over a year's time of 0.1 pound per day, that adds up to a whopping 40 pounds per year. Do you see how it might not seem like you're making much progress? And especially if you're grading yourself according to other people, but give it time, wait it out. It's going to be those small changes that make the biggest difference. Now, exercise is bomb, y'all, but it does not rule my weight loss. Now, day to day, just to give you a picture of how I work out, I usually get in about 25 to 45 minutes of rotated cardio daily. That's going to include things like kickboxing, rope throws, rope climbing, as well as throwing that tire. I might even do some running, some stair climbing, as well as walking on an incline. Some days I also work in 20 to 30 minutes of strength training. Even on days when I do cardio, about 3 to 4 times a week. I'm usually getting in those biceps, triceps. I love anything with squats, leg presses, really anything to get my butt popping. My workouts though are primarily for my mental health and my balance. You can reach your weight loss goals without doing a lick of cardio. Now, it does help you to strengthen and get better. However, I learned to focus on my food and my nutrition because I got real snatched when I focused on the food that I was eating. And I'm basically able to dictate the type of body that I get through my food. Though my fitness can support that, it cannot do it all by itself. Learning the difference between fat loss and weight loss gave me so much life, and they are not built the same. You can lose fat and still weigh exactly the same. Depressing, right? Nah, y'all, I felt 100% better when I started gaining muscle and started looking leaner. But baby, before I lost weight for that last time, I would jump on the scale, and if it wasn't looking like I wanted to, throw the whole journey away. I mean, the whole thing. Oh, ain't no weight loss. Hand me them chips and them cookies, and throw in the ice cream too. But I learned that my weight is always going to fluctuate. You could literally lose 2 pounds tomorrow and the next day be 5 pounds heavier. Like what? Water retention and other things can make the scale look crazy. But I've learned to define fitness through how I feel mentally and physically, how I look, how my clothes fit, and also if I'm getting stronger and even how I'm sleeping. I had to learn how to make my fitness and weight loss journey unique and stop letting it define me. Look, it's great to have body motivations and fitness inspirations, but we all are different and have different needs. Metabolism, activity outside the gym, workout intensity, and even our body composition. none of it is the same. So I had to find out what food worked for me, the best workouts for me, and more. This also helped me to stop stressing about numbers on the scale. What I did know is I felt more energized and confident. My mental health was more balanced and sound, and my clothes fit better. These were things that the scale could not tell me. Now I hope y'all have enjoyed today's video and it has been beneficial to you. Learn to give yourself some grace. This will not be the most easiest or even the most pleasant journey that you take, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace. Check the links in the description for my free new Dr. Nina's Mentorship Facebook group, which is a group of like-minded individuals looking to progress, grow, and support one another along the way. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.